High above the last of the trees, where the air thins to a knife, and the sky turns the deep ringing blue of something looking back at you, the snow leopards keep the count. Not in knots, not scratched in stone, the way the marmots mark the seasons by their burrows. A snow leopard keeps the count the way she keeps her own heartbeat, without ever deciding to, all her life long. What she has taken, the blue sheep cornered in the autumn rocks, the marmot caught a length from its hole, the hare that did not turn white quite soon enough. And this is the part the young ones forget, what she has spared. The lame kid let walk on, because the herd would need it come spring. The bird too small to be worth the leap. The creature that turned and looked at her without any fear at all, and made her, for a reason she could not have named, look away. The taken and the spared. Every snow leopard carries both of them up and down the mountain her whole life, and the mountain, which sees everything and says nothing, carries them too. Tashi was young that autumn, old enough for her first crossing, young enough that she still slept curled into the white fur of her grandmother's flank when the night wind came down the couloir like a river that had forgotten it was supposed to be ice. Her grandmother had kept the high pass for more winters than the valley had names for. She knew which stones held the morning sun, and which held only the memory of it. She knew the place on the saddle, where the wind asks you questions, and she knew. This was the whole of her wisdom, she said, not to answer. But this autumn, when the larches below went gold and the high snow crept a little lower down the rock each night, the old leopard did not rise to make the crossing. She lay in the den with her chin on her paws and watched the cold come on. The mountain has grown taller, she said, or I have grown lower to meet it. Either way, the distance between us is more than I have left in my legs. And she turned her great pale head to her granddaughter. You will cross this year, Tashi, alone, to the leeward valley where the blue sheep winter, before the snow seals the saddle and the mountain closes its hand for the season. Tashi said nothing. Outside, the first true snow had begun, the soft, patient kind that does not melt. One day to the pass, her grandmother said. A night in the lee of the standing rock, one day down the far side. You go at first light, and you do not stop to be afraid. Then she rose, slowly, and pressed her broad forehead to the young ones, the way the old do when they are giving you something you cannot see. There is one more thing, and it is the only thing that matters, so listen. On the pass, you will meet what the mountain keeps. You will not believe me now, you will believe me up there. And, when you meet it, whatever shape it wears, everything in you will want to settle it, the plain way, the mountain's law, the way our kind has settled the world since the first cold came down. The strong take, the small give way. Fair is fair, and that is the end of it. Do not. Some things the mountain spares, and it will not let you take them. And some debts it forgives before they are ever owed. You will have to learn the difference between those and all the rest, and you will have to learn it alone, up there in the ringing blue, because that is the only place and the only way anyone ever has. She lay back down. Now sleep. The snow is early. The snow is always early, the year it matters. And Tashi lay against her grandmother's slow, warm side and listened to the old heart keep its count in the dark. Taken, spared, taken, spared. And somewhere far above the den, high on the saddle, where the road of the world gives up and the wind takes over. The mountain opened one pale eye and waited to see who was coming.